The Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be this football season. Join us Fridays for Martinsburg Bulldog games, Saturdays for Shepherd Rams and WVU games, and every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday nights for the NFL primetime games. We still have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. So come on in and enjoy the Palace Lounge. We're located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
It's time for the excitement of West Virginia high school volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage is brought to you by Dynamark Atlantic Security, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home, CMA Honda, Kelly Allstate Insurance, L.A. Roberts Jewelers, Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Milestone Realty, the Marius Group, Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Law Firm, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, W. Harley Miller Systems. Now let's send it out to the broadcast booth and join our TV10 broadcast team for tonight's coverage.
The calendar has turned to November, and the run at a three-peat has officially begun here in Inwood, West Virginia, as the vaunted Musselman Applemen welcome in the Spring Mills Cardinals to their home court for the first night of sectional volleyball playoffs here in the Eastern Panhandle. Welcome in the Klein Court here at Musselman High School. Dylan Bishop alongside me is Colin McLaughlin, our on-site producer for this evening. Nick Verzlini and Braden Schaffner is our cameraman, with Spencer Dupuis back in the studio tonight. And Colin, we've officially reached the postseason for volleyball here, and we are at the Section 1 semifinals here between Musselman and Spring Mills. Musselman looking to defend their state championship once again, and they get to do it on their home court against the Cardinals here tonight.
Yeah, it's been the same old for Musselman for a long time now. I mean, the first state championship for volleyball back in 2008. They now have 9 in total and trying to, as you said, Dylan, go for a three-peat. And it could have been a four-peat if it wasn't for COVID ending the 2019 season and ending that state tournament while they were down in Charleston. But, I mean, a 35-win season for Musselman this year. Looked really impressive in the state of West Virginia, not losing to anybody in state. The only 8 losses they had came in tournament play. But at the same time, it might be an interesting one tonight. We mentioned it during the Sports Mix, Dylan, earlier today, that out of the 2 EPAC teams that did take a set from Musselman, Spring Mills was one of those 2, Hedgesville being the other last week at Hedgesville. And then Spring Mills getting it the first game of the season at Spring Mills. But I don't think we're going to expect that tonight. I expect a sweep tonight from Musselman because it's sectional playoff time. They're geared in and focused, and on paper they're the better team.
Right, it was the first game of the season in the region, first game overall for Musselman, and then the last regional game of the season where Musselman did not get the clean sweeps, but they did end up with a 10-0 record in the region, 35-8-1 overall. But yes, like you mentioned, that was the first game of the year. In that third set, after Musselman had gone up 2-0, Coach played around with his lineup a little bit, put in some freshmen in really probably their first varsity action of their careers, being the first game of the year and on the home court of Spring Mills. So there's, once as the season has progressed, Musselman has been able to put in those freshmen in more prominent roles, and they have really been able to step up to the plate since then. I mean, just on Saturday, you saw that they played some teams in a tournament where they were able to defeat teams like Shady Springs, Martinsburg, and Morgantown. Morgantown was one where they were able to win that one in 2 sets as well, 2-0. So this is a really, really strong Musselman team with firepower all along the rosters, and it's a very young Spring Mills team on the other side that finished 7-14 overall, 3-7 in the region. But like we mentioned, one of the teams that was able to take a set off of Musselman, and they've been able to really use that youth to their advantage. They have really progressed as this year has gone on, and those young players have stepped up into big roles for this team.
Yeah, it's been a little bit of a disappointing season, though, for Spring Mills. You got to look back at their schedule on Max Preps, and the last win that they had, Dylan, was September 24th against East Hardy, 2-0 in a tournament. So you have to go even farther back for the last win that was a non-tournament match, and that was September 15th when they swept Jefferson.
And that was their last regional win as well. It was a clean sweep of Jefferson on their home court, but it was the last time that they won a game against one of these other teams in the EPAC. Spring Mills was able to win 3 straight regional games during that point against Martinsburg, Washington, and Jefferson, but they lost their first 2 regional games against Musselman and Hedgesville, and then they lost their last 5. So, again, tonight is going to be one of those teams that they haven't been able to beat so far this year in the Appleman, but there's really been no one in the state that has been able to beat the Appleman. Obviously, this season, last season, the season before, it has been all Musselman when it comes to high school volleyball in the state of West Virginia. But we'll go ahead, we'll take a 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll have our pregame interviews that we had with Coach Haley Wolf and Coach Sean Martz, and then we'll continue to break this down as we're under 10 minutes away from the opening introductions, and we'll get you ready for this first sectional playoff game. You're watching EPAC Volleyball on TB10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
Laura. Hey, Laura. What's with the sunglasses? Ouch!
The word is spreading. Bechtel Jewelers is home to some dangerously brilliant diamonds.
See the difference at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood. Sunglasses not included.
WV Medicine is pleased to introduce 5 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Joseph Ahn, Oncology. Dr. Paige Anderson, Emergency Medicine. Dr. Akanksha Bardwaj, Hospitalist. Dr. Vignesh Gunasakaran, Neonatology. And Dr. Stacy Hanlon, Anesthesiology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
You've been in an accident. The choice of a lawyer may be the biggest decision you make for you and your family's future. At Mansion Ferretti, we offer a free consultation and no fees until we win your case. Call us today and protect your future. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School as we get you set for this sectional playoff matchup between Musselman and Spring Mills. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call tonight. So, Colin, this is the first game that we'll see in this Section 1. Well, there's also tonight the matchup between Martinsburg and Hedgesville that we'll see. So there will be, first we'll look at this, the winner of those two games tonight between Musselman and Spring Mills here and at Hedgesville for the Eagles and the Bulldogs will play each other on Thursday, and they will end up both going to the regionals, one as the sectional winner, one as the sectional runner-up, and then we'll see them take on the runner-up and champions of the Section 2, where we'll see Washington, Hampshire, and Jefferson, who will be in the midst of their sectionals this week as well. But we'll go ahead and we'll get you our pregame interviews that we had, starting off with Coach Sean Martz of the Musselman Applemen.
All right, Coach Martz, we have the first matchup of the sectional playoffs tonight. You guys get the host as the number 1 seed. What does it mean to be able to play these sorts of games in the postseason on your home court?
It's important. You work all year to get a good seed. You play well, and this is kind of the rewards of that efforts throughout the season. So, of course, we feel more comfortable here at home.
Yep, and how do you feel like your team has played coming into this, the end of the regular season stretch to get yourselves ready for this postseason and try to make another run at the state championship?
Yeah, I thought we played. We didn't play great over Hedgesville last week. A little shaky in that first set with 12 unforced errors, but then we came back and played pretty well in the next 3 sets. We played really well Saturday and beat some quality teams at Shady Springs and Bordentown and Martinsburg. So I feel like we're in a pretty good rhythm right now. We do have one of our stars out that's ill tonight, Kelly Weatherholtz. There's some quality depth. We think Avery Lark will step in and do a nice job for us tonight.
All right, Coach Martz, thank you very much. Good luck.
Coach Wolf, you have a big, tough matchup tonight. First game of sectionals here against Musselman on their home court. What have you been telling your team leading into this game to get them ready for a big, tough matchup tonight?
What I can tell them is just fight, fight, fight. Don't give up. If we give a couple up, don't stop. Don't hang your head and just focus on the positives.
And this entirety of the season as a whole, how do you feel about how your team has played this entire season?
Oh my goodness, I couldn't be more proud of them. I have 1 senior, 2 juniors, and the rest are freshmen and sophomore. I mean, from their growth over the past couple months has been amazing to watch, and I'm so excited for a future with them.
All right, Coach Wolf, thank you very much.
All right, that was our pregame interviews that we had with both coaches. Another thanks to Coach Martz and Coach Wolf, and thanks to all of the coaches that we've had so far this season for allowing us to get in pregame interviews with them, because we appreciate it every time. No matter, we always know that not all of them they're not always the most enthusiastic thing. No, it's not. I don't think it's any coach's favorite part of pregame before a game is talking to us. They'd rather be with their players, but obviously the people love to hear from the coaches. They always have great things to say. So we're just a few minutes away here, under 3 minutes from the end of the scoreboard winding down. Then we'll end up going into our pregame introductions, national anthem, and we'll finally get things going with this first sectional playoff matchup. Colin, I think we're going to have a strong performance from the Applemen here tonight as they make their first step towards trying to win another state title.
I do too, and if Spring Mills wants to be competitive tonight, I've said it all year long, when you go up against Musselman, since they're the number 1 team in the state, you gotta somehow, some way, basically play a perfect game, and that's nearly impossible, which is why you don't see teams in the state of West Virginia really competing with the Applemen. You gotta limit the mistakes and hope that things just go your way. Until that happens, you're gonna end up being swept.
Yeah, this is just a Appleman team that has so many great players on it. Obviously, they have the reigning Gatorade West Virginia Player of the Year in high school volleyball in Hannah Howard, who is going to be a Division I college volleyball player next year at UMBC. Then they have players like Ada McCoy and Keely Chrisman and Ava Dunnigan, and really just this entire roster is stacked. And then you go over to the other side. Spring Mills has some really fun players of their own, and a lot of them being younger players. Look at Samantha Stevens, just a sophomore. Talked to Coach Wolf mentioned that obviously they just have 3 upperclassmen, 1 senior and 2 juniors. So this team is going to be returning a lot of what they have next year as well. So even if you don't end up having a great performance tonight, it's something that you can build on going in the next year when you're going to have everyone but Peyton Dugan back, and you're going to have players like Ava Campbell and Ariana Parsley be your 2 seniors, and a lot of your big contributors like Brooke Everhart, Isabel Bulliard, Sasha Connor, Riley Ratchford, Jaden Junkin are all going to be coming back. So it's going to be another good year. I think I would call this a good year. Maybe it was some disappointment. Actually, we talked about the losing streaks in the region that they went on, but I think there's a lot of stuff to build on for Spring Mills.
No, there clearly has been, and when you won, it seemed like, other than Musselman, all the sectional matchups that you had at the start of the year, you were like, maybe this team is the 3rd best team in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference out of the 6 schools that we see. I know there's a 7th in Hampshire, but we typically don't see them. But since then, it's not been the case.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. We're going to take one more 2-minute break, and when we come back, we'll introduce you to both rosters and be back with more coverage of EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube back in 2 minutes.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
Hello, this is Mark Sutton of the Sutton & Janelle Law Firm. The right attorney can make all the difference in your case. That's why you should call Sutton & Janelle. We have been serving clients in West Virginia and Maryland since 1999 in the areas of family law, DUI, criminal defense, and personal injury. Sutton & Janelle works hard to obtain a favorable outcome for you at a reasonable rate with affordable payment options. Sutton & Janelle values your rights and is passionate about your success. Contact us today at suttonandjanelle.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC. When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI based on EPA estimate of MY20 full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School. We'll get you the rosters for both sides here as they get ready to start this sectional matchup, starting with the visiting Spring Mills Cardinals, coached by head coach Haley Wolf and assistant coach Jessica Salfia, statistician Sam Junkin. Number 1, Addie Groves. Number 3, Maddie McDaniel. Number 4, Jaden Junkin. Number 5, Emma Jones. Number 6, Bella Abshire. Number 7, Ariana Parsley. Number 8, Ava Campbell. Number 9, Isabella Bolyard. Number 10, Brooke Everhart. Number 11, Gracie Kane. Number 12, Peyton Dugan. Number 13, Sasha Connor. Number 14, Sammy Stevens. Number 16, Riley Ratchford. And for the home team, the Musselman Applemen, number 2, Kaylee Weatherholtz, who we will not see tonight, who is under the weather. Number 3, Bella Hutzler. Number 4, Hannah Howard. Number 5, Addison Walker. Number 6, Ashley Fox. Number 7, Addie Miller. Number 8, Ada McCoy. Number 9, Ava Dunnigan. Number 10, Riley Franklin. Number 11, Josephine DeVore. Number 14, Kendall Watcher. Number 21, Keely Chrisman. Number 24, Avery Lark. Number 25, Allie Miller. That is the Musselman Applemen, coached by Sean Martz. Assistant coaches Jaden Gray, Faith Ketterman, and Jamie Troxler, with statistician Skylar Fleming. We'll see both sides have their starters out on the floor now. It'll be Connor, Bolyard, and Kane up front to start things out for the Cardinals. They'll also have Jaden Junkin, as well as Emma Jones. And first to serve, it'll be number 7, Ariana Parsley. We'll send it over to Musselman's side. Hannah Howard will get the set, and it'll be a free ball by Chrisman.
Good deep free ball to get started.
This is Connor putting that one over. Hutzler sets up Walker. Soft touch there. A little bit good adjustment there. Down ball hit by Bolyard. We're going to go to Hannah Howard, left side. There's the soft finesse touch, but they keep it alive. Down ball, Hutzler's going to go middle for Walker again, and there's the kill. First point to the Applemen.
I like the start, though, on both sides. As you already mentioned, one down ball, a couple rolls, two trying to catch each side off guard. But that was a great start.
So Addie Miller checks in to start things out from Musselman. Musselman started with Dunnigan, Walker, Hutzler, Miller, Chrisman, and Howard. We'll send that one to Jaden Junkin. This one's going to go to Bolyard. She's going to hit that one out into the assistant coaches of Musselman. So that's 2 in a row for the Applemen.
Yeah, tough angle to get the kill. She didn't get it because of that angle. But I felt almost as if she didn't have to go too much at that angle where she was.
So it's Addison Walker serving first as usual for Musselman. That's a big strike there by Bolyard. Ends up a free ball by Allie Miller.
And thanks to the save from Chrisman.
Big hit off block by Gracie Kane. There's Howard again, going to that finesse touch so far. Off block goes Bolyard. They'll go to Chrisman on the right side, and that's a kill. Keely Chrisman, one of the most efficient hitters in the state of West Virginia. Makes it 3-0.
This is the start you expected from Musselman. Up early. But Spring Mills has had pretty solid first touches. Not going to back away easily.
We'll send that one. That's a Well, announcer's
That
jinx
was
there.
the first error that we've seen, and they were able to recover.
Yep. Chrisman, another one. Huge spike there for the kill. Keely Chrisman. Or like Killy Chrisman. 2 in a row makes it 4-0.
Halloween was yesterday.
There you go. And November 1st. Christmas season for some, like Colin. Maybe not for others. As we get the sectional playoffs going. Gracie Kane gets that one, and it's out just barely past the back line. 5 in a row to start out for Musselman.
Guess you could count that as an error.
You could. A little too much on it. Walker will send it again at Junkin. Parsley to the middle for Kane, and there's the first point on the board for Spring Mills.
Yeah. Kane was able to get the height, send that one right back down, and when it's in the middle, you don't have to worry about the angle, and the defense doesn't know if you're going to go left or right or middle.
One of those 2 juniors that Coach Wolf mentioned. Peyton Dugan being the only senior on the Spring Mills team. The free ball by Hannah Howard. Parsley will go for Samantha Stevens, and off block. She's going to get the kill with the left hand. Stevens, the 6'2 sophomore, has been a powerhouse all season long for the Cardinals. Connor's going to be the one to serve now. There's a hit by Hannah Howard, and the Hammer gets her first kill on the board. 6-2, the Appleman lead, as Avery Lark and Kendall Watcher check in. Four-point lead for Musselman. They're starting out 5-0. Watcher's going to send that one, and it's going to be a missed first hit into the bleachers. Puts Musselman back up by 5, 7-2.
So they allowed 2 points and responded with 2 points.
Watcher will send that one too far. Connor lets it go. So it's now 7-3. It'll be Kane serving now for the Cardinals. Howard receives that one. Watcher will go, and Lark didn't know that one was for her. Samantha Stevens hits that one. Back set by Watcher over to Lark, off the block. Stevens left hand again. Dunnigan will go to Howard. Big strike. Parsley's able to handle it. But it ends up a free ball over the head of Bolliard. Howard off block and falls to the floor. Another point for the Appleman.
Now we'll see the Mangler and Ada McCoy check in for the freshman.
I think it's scary to be down by 5 points when Musselman makes that Allie Miller for Ada McCoy substitution. The freshman in for McCoy, the second leading kill leader on this team. And there's an ace as things just kind of opened up. Miscommunication there.
And that's the little mistakes that I was talking about during the pregame that you cannot afford tonight if you're Spring Mills.
So it's 9-3 Appleman now. As Hannah Howard will be serving once again after the ace. And she'll send that one to clips the net. Spring Mills sends over the free ball. Watcher, middle, and Addie Miller gets that one. That's a kill for her. And there's the first timeout from Spring Mills at 10-3. And we'll take the break with them for 30 seconds as you're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. with decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School as we are in the first set of the sectional playoff matchup between Musselman and Spring Mills, and the Applemen lead 10-3 coming out of the first timeout from Spring Mills, Colin.
Yeah, it's been a great start for Musselman, and what else did you expect? Howard's back there continuing to serve, and serves have been a strength all around for this team.
Howard will send another one. Clips the net again, even more so. Perfectly gets it to fall.
We saw that before the timeout, but it still had enough power that Bolliard was able to make the first touch. But that time, it was perfectly done by Howard.
It makes it 11-3, 8-point lead.
You want to be careful, though, trying that again, because
she doesn't. She sends that one at Bolliard. It's a swing and a miss.
You don't want the serve error and where it bounced back, but Howard's found her sweet spot. She's going to continue to attack that.
12-3 after a more conservative serve that time from Hannah Howard.
But you could tell that it had a little bit of a spin to it.
And that one's a knuckleball. Hits off the tape again. Sasha Connor from the 10 line sends it at Howard. They're going to go left side for the Mangler. And her first touch, her first attempt is a kill and makes it a 10-point lead. 13-3. Hannah Howard will go at it once more. Lobs that one. Rainbow sent right back over by Samantha Stevens. They're going to go back set for Lark. This will be a down ball hit by Connor up into the rafters, bouncing off the backboard of one of the basketball hoops. Samantha Stevens off the block. Good recovery by Spring Mills. They'll go back to McCoy, and that one stays in over the heads of everyone on the Cardinals. Makes it 14-3.
All around great start. Musselman right now seems unstoppable.
It's just an all-around great performance right now from the two-time defending state champions. Howard sends that one at Connor. Junkin sends over a free ball. Watcher, McCoy off block, and it's 3 straight for Ada McCoy.
And the offense, it seems like tonight is so simple because of how smoothly they've been able to execute it. Each pass, maybe 99%, has been crisp and to the intended target.
Howard will send another one at Bolliard, and that one's real close up to the net. It ends up being a double hit by Stevens. Some miscommunication there. Tough judgment there. Makes it 16-3. Howard one more time sends that one to Bolliard, and that's in. They were hoping that one was going to go out and end this run, but it's another ace for the Hammer.
You got to follow it out. You hear that each time from Jim whenever he's on, being the former coach at Smithsburg. Love having him. Wish he was here tonight. Hope he's enjoying the game if he's tuned in.
Howard sends another one the way of Bolliard. Parsley will go back to Bolliard, and that one's out. So coming out of that timeout, it was 10-3, and now it's 18-3. An incredible run by the Applemen. This looks.
Musselman means business tonight.
Obviously, Spring Mills is one of the only two teams in the region to take a single set off of Spring Mills. But if this first set is any indication, they're not even going to come close tonight unless they really change things up. There's a roof from McCoy. They're just firing on all cylinders right now.
Yeah, this has went so quickly in set number one, it feels like if you blinked, you've already missed half the points.
Right. 19-3. Howard one more time. Sends it to Junkin. That's close, and that's going to be an ace. Too close up to the net was that first touch by Junkin. And now suddenly we're 5 points away from this first set already being over.
Yeah, it's tough not to get frustrated if you're Spring Mills, and when that frustration kicks in, the errors are going to kick in, and that's what you're seeing right now, unfortunately, if you're a Cardinal fan.
And it can be a snowball effect sometimes. Bolliard's going to hit this one off block. Lark, a nice diving play there to keep it alive. She sends a free ball. Parsley sets over her head to Bolliard. Going to go back to McCoy off the block. That falls. Everything's going right so far for Ada McCoy. Every touch has turned into a point. 21-3.
I don't know how Howard hasn't gotten tired or missed any of her serves during this rally.
I believe
Hopefully
it was.
I didn't jinx it just now.
And look what you did, Colin. Look what you did.
I apologize.
21-4 ends
I was
the.
just trying to help her out. I knew she needed the break.
It ends the 13-point. Was it a 13 or 12-point run there? It was 10. It was a 11-point run after the Spring Mills timeout.
Oh, yep, good call.
Yep, into the net there, under the net.
Yep, Watcher's right foot just kind of started scooting, and you could see it clearly go across the line at midcourt.
Bolliard's going to send this one at Dunnigan. Tough run there for Watcher. Couldn't quite get there. The Spring Mills ends the run, responds with 3 in a row to make it 21-6. Obviously, it'd be tough for them to come back and win this set, but nice to get them some momentum going into the second one, if nothing else. Sends this one to Howard. Watcher for McCoy. And that's finally a mistake from McCoy. Sends that one out down the line. That makes it 21-7. That 13-0 run by the Applemen put this set already close to its end. This served by Bolliard clips the net. They'll go to McCoy again. Off the block. This time Spring Mills keeps it alive. Bolliard with 2 hands sends it over. Watcher. Lark. Never went over.
Yep.
That one goes into the net. That makes it a 5-point response. 5-0 run by the Cardinals after a 13-0 run by Musselman. Bolliard puts that one in the net. So that ends the run. As Addie Miller will check out. Addison Walker checks back in. And that leaves Musselman just 3 points away from taking the first set already. Dunnigan. Oh, you could hear the Spring Mills teammates calling that one out, but the dump over by Parsley gets the Cardinals another point.
Great heads-up play by Parsley, finding the space wide open in the middle of Musselman's defense. That is rare, but she found the opportunity and executed it perfectly.
Emma Jones sends that one at Hannah Howard. They'll go to McCoy on the left, off of Bolliard. And just an incredible first set from McCoy.
Yep, she tried to go matrix on it, get out of the way because it was going out, but it just clipped Bolliard's shoulder, I believe.
It's 23-9 as Bella Hutzler checks in and will serve for the first time. Sends this one at Junkin, close overpass and spiked to the ground by Chrisman.
You don't have to do them like that. That would look personal.
That was aggressive.
If I was out there, I'd take that one personal. But I'm not out there.
She hit that ball like it was an ex-boyfriend or something.
And I never want to be out there against Musselman.
Bella Hutzler. Sasha Connor will send this one over. Hutzler for Crispin one more time. That one's in. And that's set point for the Applemen. 25-9 goes set number 1. Dominant performance by the Musselman Applemen. We'll take a 1-minute break. When we come back, we'll break down that set and get you ready for set number 2 between Spring Mills and Musselman. You're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. Back in 1 minute.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
What you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
And if you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
At Musselman High School, we've just wrapped up the first set between Musselman and Spring Mills, and it was a dominant performance, 25-9 victory in set number 1 for the Musselman Applemen. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call here. Colin, they're the defending state champions for a reason.
Yeah, and they're a 35-win team this year for a reason, and also a team that's undefeated against not only opponents in the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference, but opponents in the entire state of West Virginia. They just showed in set number 1 that they are a whole nother level above everybody else in the state, and these next 2 sets, I think the Applemen are going to cruise just like the first one.
It'll be a little bit of a different starting lineup here in set number 2 as you see Riley Franklin out on the court, one of the seniors on this squad for the Applemen. They have 6 seniors out here that they've been playing with. A lot of key contributors, but, I mean, they have some underclassmen that are going to be strong players for them for years to come. I mean, we saw maybe the best player in that first set, Ada McCoy, who's only a sophomore. So she's going to be, I think, a future potential Gatorade Player of the Year in the state of West Virginia, if she's not already a finalist that has to compete with her own teammate, Hannah Howard, who will be graduating after this season.
And if you're a coach, aren't you happy that both of those two are on your team, not against them?
Right, it'd be one thing to it's one thing to even have to go against one of them, but to have both of them on the same team, and then someone like Keely Chrisman as well, who's only a junior, he'll be back next year. This team might not miss a beat next year when they still have a senior Chrisman and a junior McCoy to go along with whoever is coming up through the ranks of the JV. I mean, we see people like Reese Troxler, whose mom is an assistant coach on the JV squad, who looks really good for this team. Raylan Kisner, types there that are just going to keep allowing Musselman to reload.
I mean, you already have Allie Miller, who's out on the court right now as a freshman.
Exactly. I mean, Bella Hutzler as a senior is going to graduate, but Bianca Hutzler will come right back up. Addison Walker starts off set number 2 with an ace.
Sasha Connor just was unable to set her feet and had the off-balance first pass.
The Applemen were able to start off set number 1 serving with Walker on a 5-point run before Spring Mills got up on the board. See if Walker can replicate that success. They had that 5-0 run. They had the 13-0 run in the middle of the set. Connor sends that one, and that's not going to go back over to the Musselman side. 2-0.
Yeah, it looked like it was an overpass. Franklin was ready for it. It would have probably been a point either way for Musselman.
Gracie Kane. Hannah Howard blocked, but out. 3-0.
Yep, just right off the hands of Parsley, who, as you said, had the block, just was unable to have her hands pointed inwards to direct it in instead of allowing for the tool.
And that's one's going to be a rare misserve there by Walker. So it's only a 3-point run to start things out this time.
Yep. It's a 5-point in set 1.
Ariana Parsley fires that one over to Dunnigan. Howard with another strike. A kill for the Hammer. Makes it 4-1.
I mean, that was just textbook right there. Beautiful first pass, the backspin straight up to allow your setter to get underneath it in plenty of time. And then the set back for arguably the best player on the team. I don't know why I couldn't say that right there.
Kendall Watcher sends this one at Jaden Junkin. Connor will send that one. Dunnigan, Howard, soft touch. That time it finally works. She went to a lot of that early in the first set. Spring Mills was ready for it. Then she started adjusting, and now she went back to it. This time it's a kill. 5-1. It's another strong start for the Applemen. And it took until point number 21 for the Cardinals to be able to get 4 points on the board compared to Musselman. There's a kill for Gracie Kane. That makes it 5-2. As Emma Jones will check out.
And Dunnigan just took one step too far back.
Sammy Stevens comes in.
Connor.
Yep, Sasha Connor, the freshman, serving. Watcher will go. Howard bringing it down again.
That was the same thing as the last time that Spring Hill served after getting the point.
6-2.
Musselman's just making it look too easy tonight.
And once again, there's that Miller from McCoy substitution.
And Howard, who had the 13-0 run in set 1.
There we go, and that starts out with 1 point. And you're right, Colin. The last set, Hannah Howard came in to serve, and it was 13 straight for Musselman. Made it from 8-3 to 21-3. Howard once more sends that one at Connor. It'll end up being a free ball that doesn't go over the net.
Yeah, free ball when you're having your back turned is always difficult.
So 8-2 now. The future golden retriever, Hannah Howard, sends this one off the net. Likes to do that one. Stevens. Watcher. Avery Lark. Parsley for Bolliard. Watcher's able to send this one way up in the air. They'll go to McCoy, and that one's going to go out. Tips off the net, no touch. Makes it 8-3.
Yeah, if that didn't go off the net, it probably would have squeaked in. But when it hit the net, just got that spin, changed the trajectory.
Gracie Kane sends that one at McCoy, and McCoy will send her right back at Kane. Returning the favor. This time it's a kill.
Kane sent it at McCoy's dad, and Phil McCoy, who's our PA announcer tonight, doing a great job.
Yeah, McCoy to Kane to McCoy. Two different ones. And Dunnigan's going to send this one as it's 9-3. That free ball just barely tips over.
It went under.
Yep, under the net for Musselman, so that's going to make it 9-4.
Yeah, from our angle, it almost looked like that she actually hit it over the net.
Bolliard at Howard. Lark, and that block stays on the Spring Mill side. That's a kill for Avery Lark, sophomore. So we'll see 2 more years of her.
Abshire was there for the block, but the kill just had so much power, it kind of just absorbed right into Abshire.
Hutzler.
Free ball from Abshire.
Addison Walker, soft touch.
Saw footsteps there, too.
McCoy right at Bolliard. There's nothing you can do. too much power on it. 11-4 now. Now Hutzler will get another shot at it once they go and get that ball, I suppose, as it rolled out into the hallway. We'll finally get the whistle as the ball has been brought back. Hutzler goes at Junkin, and that's going to end up an ace. That first contact was never recovered from. Stevens sends that outside the antenna, and there's the first timeout, this time at 12-4 for Spring Mills. We'll take a 30-second break with them. You're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Palace Lounge in Martinsburg is the place to be this football season. Join us Fridays for Martinsburg Bulldog games, Saturdays for Shepherd Rams and WVU games, and every Monday, Thursday, and Sunday nights for the NFL primetime games. We still have steak night every Wednesday, shrimp nights every Thursday, and now taco and margarita nights every Tuesday. So come on in and enjoy the Palace Lounge. We're located at 1350 Edwin Miller Boulevard in Martinsburg.
Musselman High School. Dylan Bishop and Colin McLaughlin with you on the call. Nick Verzolini, our on-site producer, Braden Schaffner, our cameraman, Spencer Dupuis back in the studio as it's 12-4 in set number 2. Musselman leads Spring Mills after a 25-9 victory in set number 1 by the Applemen. Bella Hutzler will continue to serve at Bolliard, and some miscommunication there. Bolliard and Stevens both thought the other was going to go and send that free ball, but it falls to the ground. 13-4 is the score now. Connor, and the attempt at the dump by Parsley.
And I don't think it ever went over.
Nope. I think you're right there. Just mistimed it a little bit. Didn't go over.
Yeah, I was watching the hands of Walker, who was there for the block, and I never saw a change of spin on the ball.
That's a line drive serve by Hutzler. Stevens off the block. It's another double-digit lead for the Applemen. There's a touch there. They'll say it was blocked.
I was about to say, I don't know if I agree with that. But
yeah, I don't know. Chrisman, right side, off block. That's going to end up bouncing off of the Cardinals and back towards the Spring Mills bench.
Yeah, I don't know if that ever got touched on Spring Mills' side. It's tough for us to tell, having to be a little bit farther back than normal.
Yeah, it makes our job a little bit harder.
Yeah, not allowed to be court side.
15-4, Appleman. And that one goes out. Good decision by McCoy to let that one go. It's 16-4. So Hutzler will get another shot at serving the ball. Line drives at Connor once more. Stevens left side. They'll go to McCoy, and that one stays in. It's another kill for the Mangler as the lead goes up to 17-4 now. Another strong run.
Yeah, I guess she didn't have enough Halloween candy yesterday because she's feasting tonight.
Stevens off the block. Oh, nice. Almost falls to the ground there, but Howard keeps it alive. Ends up a free ball. Abshire sends that one. Chrisman off the block. Stevens, left hand, blocked. Stays on Spring Mill's side. Stevens will go at it again, off the block again, but Dunnigan digs it out. McCoy, tough angle. Junkin sends that one high up in the sky. And Stevens one more time. This time gets it. Third time's the charm.
Yep, it's split through the two blocks. Might have been tipped just barely. A hard-fought point for Spring Mills.
And that's what you can say.
Get a little bit of a rally like last time, even though it wasn't enough.
That's what you could say about every point for Spring Mills tonight. Hard fought.
You got to earn them against Musselman.
Chrisman on the left side this time. Another big strike, 18-5.
Said it's Killer Chrisman now, right?
You could say that. Killy instead of Keeley. Or Killer Chrisman works too. And that one's going to go out. Abshire.
That was close to being off block.
19-5. It'll be the freshman Allie Miller that'll get the serve this time. Get this one up. Sasha Connor off the block's going to get herself a kill in her first postseason play of her high school career as a freshman. So that makes it 19-6, and Bella Abshire will get the serve for the Cardinals. Sends that one over at the freshman Miller. Dunnigan from the 10 line. It's Howard, but it's sent right back. The roof by Gracie Kane. Gets another point up on the board for the Cardinals. Abshire. One more time. The crowd with a deafening silence here. And they're going to say into the net there was Hutzler, waiting for that one to come. Makes it 19-8 off of the serve. Abshire's goes out on the side there. 20-8. As Dunnigan comes out and Riley Franklin checks in. So once again, the Applemen get to 20 points before the Cardinals can get to double digits. Addison Walker. Parsley will set up Connor off the block.
Good adjustment from Howard.
And Chrisman one more time. She just does not miss. 21st point up on the board by number 21. Makes it a 13-point lead for the Applemen. Walker will send another one. Emma Jones tapped over by Parsley and close up to the net. Howard still gets the free ball over. Gracie Kane, that touch is going to be very close to going over the other side of the net, but Howard's able to recover. Connor, I don't know if that one ever went.
I don't either,
but they got some contact on it.
We said you got to earn the points tonight if you're Spring Mills, and you had 2 free balls sent over from Musselman that volley, and you were unable to capitalize.
Leads up to 14 now after a 16-point victory in set number 1, and Addison Walker will put that one in the net. Get another point up on the board for the Cardinals, giving them 9 now. So 9 serving to 22. This time it's Ariana Parsley for the Cardinals. That one goes out. Too much on it. Even though it was a line drive, it still made it far enough. 23-9. Now it's Kendall Watcher who will hope to be the last one to serve for the Applemen in this set. Kane. It'll be a down ball from the 10 line for Junkin. Howard slams that one. Set point at 24-9, just like set number 1.
Slamming it on Klein Court. I didn't think it was basketball season yet, Dylan.
Here you go. I mean, doesn't matter. Musselman's always slamming it down one way or the other, especially during this fall season. And there's a point from Gracie Kane. That's going to put Spring Mills in double digits for the first time tonight.
Now Spring Mills has the difficult task of having to score 14 straight.
Connor Sends it to Howard. She'll go back to it. And that's the clinching point for set number 2. The hammer brings it down. 25-10 goes set number 2. The way of the Applemen after set 1 goes 25-9 the same way. We'll take a 1-minute break. We'll be back with set number 3 between Musselman and Spring Mills as you watch the sectional playoffs and EPAC volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Mayhem is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs. Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
WV Medicine is pleased to introduce 6 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Sandeep Kashyap, Thoracic Surgery. Nurse Practitioner Dana Price, Interventional Radiology. Dr. Jessica Rude, Family Medicine. Dr. Michael Seam, Orthopedics. Dr. Emran Sheikh, Orthopedics Hand and Wrist. And Dr. Alexander Shin, Emergency Medicine. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.
Welcome back to Musselman High School, Klein Court, here as it's a 2-0 lead for the Musselman Applemen, and we just got a score update from Phil McCoy.
Yes, again, another shout out to Phil giving us the update on the other side of this section. Hedgesville got the set 1 win, so they already lead 1-0 over Martinsburg, and in set number 2, they lead 16-8. So the Eagles, it seems like, cruising to a win at home against Martinsburg to set up the expected sectional championship Thursday night here on Klein Court at Musselman High School between the 2 teams that were in the state championship last year, Musselman and Hedgesville, Dylan.
Yep, and it'll just be 1 week removed from the last time that those 2 teams played, if it plays out that way, as we just saw this past Thursday.
And we were behind on the score for Hedgesville as we just get an update that they have won the second set, so they now lead 2-0.
So there you go. Musselman and Hedgesville both up 2-0 right now, 1 set away from setting up another rematch between these 2 teams from last year's state championship, and a game here that we saw on the home court of Musselman earlier in the season, where Musselman was able to sweep the Eagles, and then of course the rematch that we saw just 5 days ago on Hedgesville's home court, where they were able to be one of the only 2 teams in the region to take a single set off of the Applemen. The Eagles were able to win the first set of that match, and then they were able to go up 9-3 in set number 2 before the Applemen just absolutely rolled for the rest of the game.
Yeah, just like last year, I would not be surprised if Musselman and Hedgesville meet 5 times, the 2 in the regular season, the sectional championship, the regional championship, and then maybe even the state championship.
Yeah, even as young as that Hedgesville team is, they are still incredibly talented. And, of course, like we said, they were able to take that set off of the Applemen, which, especially with tonight's performance, looks like a great accomplishment just on its own to get 1 set on this team, as the Cardinals have only combined for 19 points in the first 2 sets. 25-9 and 25-10. The Applemen cruising to these first 2 sets. And they'll try to do the same here in set number 3 and wrap this one up early. That's Ariana Parsley starting things off, serving for the Applemen, and it's another quick start for Musselman. Keely Chrisman again.
Yep, it's just that bump set spike. Easy routine tonight.
Walker, as usual, first to serve for the set. for the Applemen. Bolliard right at Allie Miller. And a Howard soft touch, and that's going to fall after 3 touches. They were able to get that first hand on it, but never able to get it back up high enough to send it over the net. 2-0 Appleman.
You never know if the hammer is going to choose to drop the hammer or just dink it over top of you.
Walker, first touch there, goes into the scores table right at Phil McCoy once again.
That was a good first pass by Phil. I'll give him credit. Trying to help them out.
That's an ace for Addison Walker. Another one of these seniors on the Appleman makes it 3-0 in set number 3. They'll go to Connor. Her attempt at that spike and kill doesn't go over the net. Makes it 4-0 Musselman. Walker one more time. Tapped over by Gracie Kane. Hutzler in the middle for Addie Miller. Sasha Connor. They'll go to Chrisman. Big time hit, smacked over by Kane. And they'll go to Howard. And it's another kill for Hannah Howard.
Relentless tonight. They all have.
Just like set number 1. Set number 3 starts out 5-0 Appleman. On the backs of the serves by Addison Walker and the kills of Hannah Howard. And
you jinxed it.
Yep. That's on me. 5-1. And Walker will check out. Ava Dunnigan will check in.
At least we're not fined for each jinx we get.
We'd be paying a lot of money.
We would.
First serve by Sasha Connor. And Musselman's going to answer right back. Chrisman once again. I think like she's got to have one of the highest hitting percentages in the entire state.
I would not be surprised if you're correct in that statement, Dylan.
Makes it 6-1. Watcher. Tap that one. Just barely gets over the net. Out it goes. That'll be a second point up on the board for Spring Mills. So it's 6-2. Gracie Kane will get to serve this one. Howard from left to right. No one there. Perfectly executed once again.
And at first, it almost looked like there might have been some trouble for Howard. She had to readjust her steps at the last second, kind of shuffled, but she got it done in time to place that kill perfectly on the line.
And now she'll get the serve. Like we saw again, first set, it was a 13-0 run with Howard serving. Tapped at the net by Lark and Miller. This one's going to go out. The Applemen just watch it go. So that's 1 point up on the board. 8-2. The Applemen try to wrap this one up early. Howard sends that one again, and that's going to go right into the net and fall to the ground. It's an ace for Hannah Howard and a timeout for Spring Mills. We'll take it with them for 30 seconds. It's 9-2 in the third set with Musselman trying to close it out. You're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
Hi, this is Lauren from Orsini's right here in Martinsburg. Grilling is not just for the boys. We are a Platinum Traeger dealer carrying the Pro Series all the way up to the Timberline Series. We have every flavor of wood pellets along with accessories, rubs, sauces. Not just Traeger, we carry Utz, Meat Church, Lanes, and Dizzy Pig. We also carry a full line of Yeti products. Orsini's has everything to complete your backyard. Visit us at 360 Hack Wilson Way or at Orsinis.com.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School. It's currently 9-2 in set number 3 as Musselman tries to put the finishing touches on a win in the first game of sectionals here against Spring Mills. Trying to redeem themselves from that first game of the season where they allowed Spring Mills to win one set, and that looks like an insurmountable task tonight for the Cardinals as Ada McCoy, the Mangler, sends it home and makes it 10-2.
It's just been too easy tonight for Musselman. Clearly a whole nother level of talent on their side, unfortunately, for Spring Mills. They have rarely missed the mark.
Howard sends that one off the hands of Jaden Junkin, and that's going to be an ace. So it's a 4-point run under the serves of Hannah Howard. A 5-0 run overall, and that's where it's going to end. That one goes into the net, makes it 11-3. So Isabel Bolliard, 3 serving 11 over here. Serves it to Dunnigan. They're going to McCoy on the left side. Soft touch never goes over the net. 4 touches by the Appleman. Makes it 2 in a row for the Cardinals, 11-4.
Yep, a rare miscue for Musselman tonight. McCoy was towards the back line, had to really hustle to get to it and just was unable to do so.
It's overpassed off the serve. Another point the way.
Great serve.
Of Spring Mills. 3 straight for the Cardinals. Keeping it down at a 6-point lead.
And another solid serve from Bolliard.
Back behind the 10 line is Hannah Howard on that one. Samantha Stevens, big time strike.
And there's some things that you can build off of. An ace, and now great volley that came in your favor.
So it's a 5-point deficit for Spring Mills now. And make it 6 as that serve from Bolliard goes right into the net.
Yep, she saw that nobody was there. Almost looked like she was trying to intentionally just squeeze it over off the tape. Just didn't have enough power.
So 12-6, it'll be Ava Dunnigan, the libero, serving for the Appleman. Sasha Connor, big strike. That one's going to stay in, to the dismay of the Appleman.
My view was obstructed.
Yeah, we couldn't tell. 12-7. As Emma Jones will be next for the Cardinals.
I'm not allowed to tell Musselman to duck so that we could see.
Right, that would
That'd be rude.
It would.
I'm not a rude person.
It's going to fall to the ground once more. On the Appleman side, it's a point for the Cardinals, cutting it down to 4. So I think we can safely say that with 12 points up on the board, this is the furthest into a set so far that Spring Mills has kept it this close. Avery Lark blocked at the net by Abshire. And Ada McCoy, a little bit of luck there as it rides the tape to avoid the block. That's going to make it 13-8, another kill for McCoy. So I think you could say there's Phil McCoy and his daughter Kill McCoy, right?
I prefer the Mangler.
It's a great nickname. Hutzler's going to set this one for Walker. Really put a lot behind that one, but it was too much. Makes it 13-9. My least favorite score.
I agree. Let's forget it happened.
Forget what happened.
Exactly.
Peyton Dugan, the one senior on the Cardinals, checks in. And she'll get the serve, and that one's not going to make it up to the net.
That's better.
14-9. I agree. McCoy's going to check out. Allie Miller will check in and go back to serve. Allie Miller has really come on to a more prominent role as the season's gone on. She starts now for the Applemen. Gracie Kane with a big shot there. Overpass comes back over to the Cardinals, and off the block, it's going to be a kill for Sasha Connor.
Spring Mills hanging around in this third set. That's kind of what they did in that first match of the season. They hung around in set number 3, and next thing you knew, they were able to take it from Musselman.
So Ariana Parsley will send that one at Miller. Hutzler for Howard, and there's another one, rides the tape to avoid a block. Looks like the tape is in favor of Musselman tonight. 15-10, 5-point lead for Musselman. So already, Spring Mills has matched their highest point total in a set for the night. 10 points. This time with Musselman only at 15 points in this third set. Bolliard blocked, ends up falling back over, and everything's going the way of Musselman tonight.
Yeah, I don't think Miller fully intended that. Came off the block. She had to just quickly react and went over into no man's land.
It was all according to plan. Addison Walker sends that one at Connor. Parsley sets up Kane, blocked.
Again by Miller.
Kane again. Tough one here, and it was a hard one to judge. Howard tried to anticipate a roof by Kane, but it never came. Makes it 16-11.
Let's see if Spring Mills can make things interesting.
That's a serve there. It's going to be an ace.
That's how you start to make things interesting.
The freshman, Sasha Connor, trying to extend this to set number 4.
What's the saying that we like to say? One does not simply sweep in EPAC volleyball.
Tap there by the Hannah Howard. 17-12. Another soft touch there.
Triple H. Hammer Hannah Howard.
There we go, Triple H. And it's always time to play the game when she's back to serve.
Triple H was known for having the hammer as well.
The sledgehammer, and there's that sledgehammer right there, making it 18-12. Musselman well on their way to their first postseason victory. On the way towards another state title. That one's going to go out by Samantha Stevens. And at 19-12, we'll get a timeout by Spring Mills. We'll take a 30-second break during the timeout, and when we're back, we'll have more EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
This is Ben Copenhaver, your local alarm professional at Dynamark Atlantic Security. Did you know that home break-ins are 6% more likely during the day? That's right. The bad guys know when you're away, and they are smarter than you think. Dynamark Atlantic Security has the security solutions for you. Don't commit the error when the game is on the line. Phone me today at 304-671-2158 to learn how to play good defense against the bad guys. Dynamark Atlantic Security. Call today at 304-671-2158.
Back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School. It's 19-12 Appleman in the third set as they try to close this one out. In this sectional playoff matchup, and that's going to be an ace for Kendall Watcher. This ball bounces back and hits Ava Dunnigan in the face. Makes it 20-12. And at 20-12, it's nearly the end of the world for Spring Mills. Third hit, what a deep free ball by Bolliard. Addie Miller blocked, but then the hammer comes down again.
Musselman. Even when it seems like Musselman's not going to get the point. They find a way to do so, and that's why they're the best team in the state.
Yep. Triple H with another one. As Musselman tries to remain the king of kings. A go. Samantha Stevens with the left hand. Southpaw makes it 21-13. Gracie Kane will be next to serve, and they're going to let that one go out. Allie Miller checks out. Ada McCoy checks in, and it's Hannah Howard to serve. This has been the best lineup of the night for the Applemen. Sends that one at Connor. And, just a little misstep there by Connor. Makes it 23-13. 2 points away from the match. Howard sends it to Connor once more. Down ball hit by Connor. Doesn't go over. So now it's match point in this first sectional game. Trying to win their first match on the way back to another title. Bolliard's going to send this one. Watcher with the dump over, and that hits the floor in the middle of the Cardinals in no man's land. 25-13 goes set number 3. After the first two go 25-9 and 25-10 to the Applemen. Straight sets victory for Musselman, trying to be on their way to a third straight title and their 9th overall. We'll go ahead, we'll take a 3-minute break. When we come back, we'll have some pregame for you, or some postgame for you.
I was like, wait a second, we didn't have 2 tonight.
It's a surprise, Colin. There's another game.
No.
A 3-minute break. We'll be back for some postgame after this sweep by Musselman over Spring Mills. You've been watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
You've been in an accident. Why won't the insurance company pay? Because they're trying to save money at your expense. Call Mansion Ferretti for your free consultation. We have the experience to deal with the insurance company and get you the compensation you deserve. Mansion Ferretti, when you need justice.
When you're looking for the perfect gift, look no further than L.A. Roberts Jewelers at 146 North Queen Street in downtown Martinsburg. Choose from a huge selection of unique items, from the finest diamonds that make your eyes sparkle to exquisite timepieces, figurines, and collectibles. Buying from L.A. Roberts Jewelers means that you've made the decision to do business with people who've excelled in the industry for more than 100 years. They'll be here tomorrow when you need them, and if you need your jewelry or your watch repaired, they'll do that too. L.A. Roberts in downtown Martinsburg. Old World Jewelers for a new age.
W. Harley Miller Systems understands the need and desire for reliable and affordable smart home solutions. Secure your home with a security system and keep a close eye on your family. Automate your home with a Control4 system and have smart technology work as one. Set daily schedules to control your thermostats. Push a button and set the mood for dinner by dimming lights and playing music, or just sit back and enjoy a movie in your own home theater. Put decades of experience to work for you. Visit us at WHMsystems.com or call 304-350-1931.
is everywhere.
I'm your new bangs, and you can't stop staring at me. That's it. Just tilt the rearview mirror over here. And while you're checking me out more times than a library book, your car is wandering into that lane over there. More bangs? Neat. And if you've got cut rate insurance, you could be paying for this yourself. So get Allstate.
Call Martinsburg Allstate agent Gary Kelly today at 304-263-4596.
With 4 new car dealerships and 4 used car dealerships in 3 states, Parsons is the largest used car and fastest growing new car dealer in the tri-state area. Take Parsons Ford with huge savings on hundreds of new Fords, financing from 0%, Parsons' goal of financing for all, and Parsons' famous above-market trade-in allowances that help make Parsons #1 for used cars too. See why so many won't buy anywhere but Parsons Ford in Martinsburg. We became #1 by making you #1 first. Parsons.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School, as Musselman has defeated Spring Mills 3-0 in his first sectional game. And we're going to have a special treat for you here on TV10 as we're joined by head coach of the Musselman Applemen, Sean Martz. And Coach, it's a straight set sweep for you guys tonight. How'd you like how your team played tonight? What went right?
Well, first I think we served really well, and I thought we were pretty good in transition. I thought our setters did a really nice job of getting the ball closer to the pins. We've really been working on that, and they really did a nice job of making that change.
And this is a Spring Mills team that obviously has a lot of young players on it. We can give a little bit of credit to them. Well, what you've seen from them so far playing against these Cardinals multiple times, they have a lot of potential, I'd say, and just. What have you seen from the Cardinals this year?
They played us really tough the first time, and the last time I think they had a few injuries, so we put it on pretty good the last time. I think they're young. I think they'll get a lot better. I think they got some height, and they got a little bit of talent, so I think they'll do well next couple of years.
And then not only were the serves on point, it seemed like for your team that even the kills and the sets were on point too, all around a terrific performance for your team. But what are some things that you still want to build off?
Well, I didn't think we were very good in serve receive. I think we passed 1.4, and our goal was to be above a 2. So that's really not going to get it done against a better team. But you're right, we were good in transition. Our setters were good. Our hitters swung well and made some smart shots. But we got to pass a lot better if we're going to go further as far as we want to go.
Speaking of that, it seems like Thursday for the sectional championship will be against Hedgesville, who you guys went up against 5 times last year. You've gotten the better of them twice this year. What's the expectation going in Thursday night if it is the Eagles?
Same as it always is. We're going to take care of our side of the court. We got to serve and pass. We got to pass better and
Should we come back? Does he need the live view reset or anything? Check.
I think if anything we can just come back and say, Coach.
We're back? All right,
we're back. All right. There's a little bit of technical difficulties there. We had accidental unplugging over here happen.
Thanks to Phil McCoy.
You can hear Phil in the morning, so we'll have to have Rob ask him what he was thinking, but where were we, Coach?
I don't know. Where were we?
I don't know.
I think I asked about Thursday, and then.
Oh yeah. It's a crosstown rival. We're always going to get their best shot. I think we've really been wearing teams down with our serve. They can kind of keep it close early, and then we just have good servers in every rotation. And as long as we pass the ball, we like our chances.
And you've got some key players that aren't seniors up on the front lines there in Keeley Chrisman and Ada McCoy. What does it mean to just have players like that can get those kills for you guys? And you know that they're going to be back with you for multiple seasons. Keeley will be a senior next year, and Ada just a junior. Just the progression.
Sophomore.
Yes. Yes, excuse me. But you guys are going to have them back next year. What's it mean to just have those kind of players up front that you know that still young in their career are as good as they are right now?
Yeah, Keely had a really good night. She hit the ball really well tonight. So we're going to need that out of her going forward. Yeah, it's nice to have some different options, and it's nice to get really be nice to have those kids back as well.
Alrighty, Coach, get final thoughts unless you got anything else going?
Nope,
I don't have anything.
You have anything to add?
Final thoughts, Coach?
Get ready for Thursday.
Alrighty, congrats on the win. Appreciate you hopping on with us.
Thank you, Coach March. Thank you very much. So we'll go ahead. We'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll come back, and Colin and I can get our final breakdown of this match here tonight as you're watching EPAC Volleyball on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Mirius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
My kids, you know I want the best for you, don't you? We need to have a conversation.
End-of-life planning is no one's favorite discussion, but the relief of having everything in place when the hour of need arrives is a gift. Give it to your family. Plan ahead with us.
Brown Funeral Homes, a leading provider of cremations, invites you to explore the many flexible options of cremation. From environmental considerations to the benefit of greatly reduced cost, it may be the perfect answer for your family. Online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
With Honda, every summer adventure is the destination. Take your adventures even farther with Honda, America's most fuel-efficient full-line automaker. For a limited time, well-qualified buyers can get a 2.9% APR on a 2022 Honda Civic and a 3.9% APR on a 2022 Accord or 2023 HRV.
CMA's Honda of Winchester, 3985 Valley Pike. CMA, moving lives forward.
See dealer for financing details. Exclude Civic SI based on EPA estimate of MY20 full-line automaker fleet-wide fuel economy 2021 EPA Automotive Trends Report.
Before the invitations and the dress, the flowers, cake, candles, or vows, there was an answer to a question proposed with a ring.
Bechtel Jewelers knows that an important part of your wedding happens before the I-dos. We're a diamond store with an engagement and bridal jewelry selection that's both exciting and accessible.
On the big day, there's everything else, and there's the ring. Make sure you get this one right at Bechtel Jewelers in Inwood.
Welcome back to Klein Court here at Musselman High School after a straight sets victory by Musselman in the opening matchup of the sectional playoffs. Musselman will go on, and I don't think we've gotten a final update on whether Hedgesville has defeated Martinsburg, but they were up 2-0, so there's a good possibility that this will set up another one of last year's state championship rematches. But Musselman just had another great performance tonight on their home court.
Yeah, and you didn't expect anything else when it's the best team in the state of West Virginia doing what they do best, and that's win against teams not only in the Eastern Panhandle but in the state. That's why this was their now 36th win of the season, and the 8 losses were coming in tournaments against very talented teams from the southern part of the United States when it came to really big tournaments in Myrtle Beach and even in Florida, I believe, as well. So that's why you have those matches, so that when you get to sectional play, you are seemingly unstoppable, and that's exactly what it seemed like tonight for Musselman, and it'll be a lot of fun on Thursday night to get to see the Applemen back in action with the sectional championship on the line.
Right, and we talked about it with Coach Martz. There are just so many different pieces on this Musselman team that are a problem on their own, but when you combine them into the same team, it is just absolutely almost nearly impossible to put up a strong, prolonged fight against this Musselman team. I mean, Hannah Howard, Keely Chrisman, and Ada McCoy up by the pins just absolutely dominated this game. Addison Walker did a great job in the middle, did a great job serving the ball, and then it's just all the other pieces also fall into place. Great sets from Hutzler, from Watcher, and then the digs out by the likes of Dunnigan and the freshman Allie Miller. This team is just stacked, Colin. It's just ridiculous. But then on the other side of things, Spring Mills put up a pretty good fight in that third set. Ended up with 13 points compared to 9 and 10 in sets 1 and 2. But this is a young team on Spring Mills' side. Only has one senior who really only got action in that third set. So not even one of the more prominent members of the rotation. And then 2 juniors who will be seniors next year. So this is a team that has a lot to build on as well.
Yeah, and I want to make sure that we give a shout out to Spring Mills on a pretty solid season for them. We enjoyed following them as we enjoy every Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference team that we follow, and allowing us to broadcast their matches every Tuesday and Thursday that we get the chance to do so. It was fun watching them. Hats off to the Cardinals. Hopefully next year they're able to improve even more than they did this year compared to the year before that. And a special shout out to Peyton Dugan, being the only senior for the Cardinals. If this was her last match in her volleyball career, then we wish her the best in her future. And if her future is with volleyball, hopefully she does well with that as well.
Yep, so, I mean, we've already seen the last of now 2/3 of this EPAC when it comes to volleyball this year, as we're not going to have our coverage of the Saturday regional playoffs, as that's, coming into the territory of Martinsburg football, where we will be down in Alexandria for the Bishop Ironton game. But we give a lot of thanks to the time and effort that all of these schools have given to us, and Coach Patteray at Jefferson, Coach Noland at Washington, Coach Nelson at Martinsburg, and Coach Wolf at Spring Mills, along with Coach Marks and Coach Whitford. But we're going to wrap this up here from Musselman High School. Nick Versalini, our on-site producer, Braden Schaffner, our cameraman, Spencer Dupuis, our man back in the studio, Colin McLaughlin, the color analyst for tonight, Dylan Bishop, myself. We thank you for watching EPAC Volleyball here on TV 10 and WRNR TV on YouTube.
That concludes our coverage of West Virginia High School Volleyball featuring the Eastern Panhandle Athletic Conference. Tonight's coverage was brought to you by Dynamark Atlantic Security, Bechtel Jewelers, Brown's Funeral Home, CMA Honda, Kelly Allstate Insurance, LA Roberts Jewelers, Mansion Ferretti Law Firm, Milestone Realty, The Marius Group, Ameriprise Financial Advisors, Orsini's Home Store, Palace Lounge, Parsons Ford of Martinsburg, Skinner Law Firm, Smallwood and Small Insurance, Sutton and Janelle Law Firm, W. Harley Miller Systems. Keep it tuned to TV 10 for all your local high school sports coverage from around the Eastern Panhandle. All rights reserved.
If you're in an accident, the first thing that you have to do is call 911. You have to get medical care immediately.
The next thing you need to do is call us. When you hire us at the Skinner Law Firm, what we do is we are going to investigate your case, and we're going to lay out the options that you have, all at no cost to you.
We will use all of our resources and all of our experience to get you what you deserve.
The Skinner Law Firm, SkinnerFirm.com.
When will I be able to retire? How do I make the most of the money I have? How do I leave a lasting legacy to my loved ones? I'm Philip McCoy, financial advisor with the Marius Group, a private wealth advisory practice of Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated. Call us today at 304-263-4343 to help you make the most of your financial future. Our office is located at 1270 Winchester Avenue, Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Ameriprise Financial Services Incorporated, member FINRA and SIPC.
Are you considering selling your home and don't know where to start? Then call Chris Ross and the Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams. A Martinsburg High School graduate, Chris knows the local market, and he's proven it as #1 real estate team in West Virginia in 2019. Phone Milestone Real Estate Group at Keller Williams at 304-579-7349 or go to callchrisross.com. Let's celebrate your real estate milestone together.
I pre-planned my funeral to make it easier on my family. They were relieved to know I'll get just what I want.
My family actually thanked me for taking matters into my own hands. Turns out having this awkward conversation wasn't awkward at all.
Pre-planning is my choice. There are certain things about me my family may not know. Now they won't need to guess.
The choices are yours. The peace of mind is theirs. Pre-plan your funeral with Brown Funeral Homes and everything will be taken care of. Find out more online at brownfuneralhomeswv.com. Brown Funeral Homes, here for you.
WV Medicine is pleased to introduce 5 new providers who've joined our medical staffs at Berkeley Medical Center, Jefferson Medical Center, and University Healthcare Physicians. Dr. Joseph Ahn, Oncology. Dr. Paige Anderson, Emergency Medicine. Dr. Akanksha Bardwaj, Hospitalist. Dr. Vignesh Gunasakaran, Neonatology. And Dr. Stacy Hanlon, Anesthesiology. WVU Medicine, growing to meet the needs of our community.